With more on that report and other stories making news at 23rd and Lincoln, we welcome back eCapitol News Director Shawn Ashley. So what were your big takeaways from that Equalization Board meeting?
Well, first of all, I think the decline in revenue, about $85 million, was a little more than what some had been expecting. Secretary of Budget Mike Mazzei told us at the beginning of February that he expected a $25 to $50 million decline, but it was a bit more than that. I think the other thing that's really important to remember is something Secretary Mazzei said then as well, and that is $310 million of that $8.2 billion is money carried forward from the 2019 fiscal year. That's cash they have on hand. In one case, that's a good thing. If they have immediate needs, they can appropriate that now to address those needs. On the other hand, it's money that will not be available in fiscal year 2022 when lawmakers begin to write that year's budget.
Okay, so we've got the gaming compact dispute ongoing, and yet the state continuing to accept fees, gaming fees from the tribe. So where's that money going right now?
Not where it should be going. What the state has decided to do is to put that money aside in some special accounts and hold on to it. Keep in mind this money is supposed to go 88% to Common Education and 12% to the General Revenue Fund. Currently, that is not happening for the money that was collected in the month of February from January's gaming activities. Barbara Hobrock with the Tulsa World reported on Friday that Senate Appropriations Chairman Roger Thompson has asked for an Attorney General's opinion on that, because state law says that money shall be deposited to the Education Reform Revolving Fund and to the General Revenue Fund, not held back, and he's asking if that's legal.
Now, a couple of senators want to ask voters to change how the Tobacco Settlement Endowment Trust, how it functions. What are they seeking there? Really
what they're looking at is how that money is spent. One of the proposals, SJR 28 by Senate Majority Floor Leader Kim David, would specifically dedicate some of the money to Medicaid in the state of Oklahoma to help draw down further federal funds. The other bill by Senator Greg McCourtney, SJR 28, would actually broaden the way that money could be used for health care services. It's tied to another bill of his, Senate Bill 1530, which has sort of the specifics on how that would be spent.
Okay, so we're 2 weeks down. Next week's an important deadline for legislators. What is it?
That's right. On Thursday is the deadline for bills to be heard in a committee of their chamber of origin. House bills in a House committee, Senate bills in a Senate committee. If those bills are not heard, for the most part, they're dead and won't make their way through the remainder of the session. But as people around the Capitol know, nothing is ever really dead, and it could come back again later in session.
And so it goes. Thank you, my friend.
You're very welcome.